Cimoooooooo! Welcome to Tech Tuesday, a weekly series where we discuss some awesome tech cards as well as help make you a better player. This week's card is Battle Fader, an amazing hand trap that's totally gonna fade your opponent out of a win. Battle Fader is a really simple card. When your opponent declares a direct attack, you special summon Battle Fader and immediately end the battle phase. And then when Battle Fader leaves the field, you banish him rather than sending him to the graveyard. Now, why is this card a good tech card? Well, let's look at how the format's shaping up and see how we can best use Battle Fader to our advantage. The format has evolved to a point where a lot of games are over by turn 2 or even turn 3, and that is insanely fast. And so where Battle Fader is so effective is that when your opponent knows that they can go for a game and they can ensure game, they will commit as many resources as possible to make sure that that OTK goes through. And so if you slap down a Battle Fader when they're committing to that OTK, they're going to be in an awful position because they've committed nearly all their resources to that and they didn't get game, and so then you can go ahead and turn the entire game around. Let's look at Shaddolls for example. With all of the resources at their disposal, it is easy for Shaddolls to push for an OTK. With cards like Dark Arm Dragon, BLS, El Shaddol Construct, Enemy Controller, and El Shaddol Fusion, Shaddolls can OTK no problem. But with Battle Fader, they're going to be committing so many of those resources to be able to push for that OTK. You slap down that Battle Fader when they go for it, and they aren't going to know what to do because their battle phase is going to be over, they're going to be nearly out of resources, and you can just totally swing the game around in your favor. The same theory applies for decks like Clifforts and Necklace, and what happens is they eventually run out of steam. And so Battle Fader is really good because you're hampering their ability to OTK you. And so then it puts them in a really awful position because having to commit those resources to be able to push for that OTK is really dangerous. But Battle Fader has other applications as well. Once your opponent's turn ends and your turn begins, you can tribute off that Battle Fader for something like a Majesty's Fiend or a Vanity's Fiend, and that's huge! Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Battle Fader. I think it's really powerful right now with the ability to stop OTKs. And compared to something like Gores requires you to have an empty field, where Battle Fader you can go ahead and throw them out if your opponent declares a direct attack, and that's it. You end the battle phase, you accomplished your goal. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We'll see you next week.